Welcome back to Mid Morning. A former nonprofit leader and reality TV show contestant is helping more people get into volunteering.
We're joined now by Andrew Shayde. Welcome. We're so glad to have you back.
It's always good to be back. I feel like I'm here a lot now. I want to just embroider my name on the couch.
Yeah, we'll get you a
nameplate.
I think so. That'd be fitting. Tell us about why you're here. What is so important about volunteering?
You know, one of the things that I've been a nonprofit for over 21 years, and I often have people text me either at work or just through Facebook or Instagram, hey, I want to volunteer, how do I do that? Or I want to donate this thing, where do I do that? And so I'm trying to take to the streets and tell people, here's where you do these things. So I'm trying to address these questions every time I'm in here about ways to help and get involved in the community. And today I was kind of hoping that we'd talk about how businesses can get involved. Last time I was here, we talked about pretty specifically volunteering, but what about these companies? And what I love for people to do is go to their management, their CEO, whoever, and say, hey, there's this nonprofit that I care about, whether that's youth, the elderly, people with addiction struggles, planting trees, whatever your heart sings to. There are ways to help those causes through your work. And approaching a boss and saying something like, hey, do we ever donate, or do we ever allow employees to go volunteer together? Oftentimes the answers through your company is going to be yes. It just takes someone from within that company to ask. Exactly.
You talk about, so maybe not just monetary, but there are other things the company might be able to do. Letting people volunteer specific time, that's one thing. Anything else that you all see from companies?
Exactly. A lot of nonprofits have fundraising events that require sponsorships, and that's where companies can say, hey, we want to support you, allow us to be a sponsor of your event. I'm sure a lot of people have been to a nonprofit, a gala or event or an art show or whatever that could be, but a lot of companies will do that. It's also good visibility for the company itself, so it's kind of like, we want to support our nonprofits. We also love that our name is attached to this event and shows that our staff and our company love Central Kentucky or love our community, and we want to give back in that way.
There's a lot of nonprofits around Central Kentucky. Where could someone go to find some of these? Yeah,
the biggest thing is just find out what you're passionate about, right? What you love, what was really meaningful to you. And I have friends that I donate a lot to Humane Society because I love animals. I have people that say I love kids and kids that come from abuse or anything. But make sure it's something that you're passionate about. And then really simply Google, Humane Society, Lexington, or youth service organizations, Central Kentucky, whatever that may be. I do know that every nonprofit, probably in the entire world, has a social media page. Nonprofits love social media pages because they're free. We don't have to put in tons of money for marketing to build websites. A lot of these nonprofits are too small to have a web designer on staff, so this allows them to easily reach people through things like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So I think that's one of the best ways, and so often you don't even have to have your own Facebook page to be able to message them through some of these sites.
And sometimes these donations are tax deductible, which may make it a little easier for somebody to sign on something like that.
Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. There's all kinds of benefits. One is just visibility for your company. There's ways you can get involved with your company too as well. Just real quickly here, putting a donation jar in your break room, or saying we all want to go volunteer together and getting 12 staff take a day out of the office and go volunteer. We've had people do that from all kinds of banks downtown, that sort of thing, and I love it, and they love it. They get out of the office, they get some camaraderie time,
some team building there.
And help people, help others right here in Central Kentucky. Wear your staff shirts, go out and get involved.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.